Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Anne, and on my channel I review foreign international content. Today I'm back to review Dr. Cha, and we are in episode 9 and 10. Before I proceed, happy Mother's Day to everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. If you're a caregiver, mother figure to anybody, happy Mother's Day to everyone. And oh my goodness, this show, like I said, it's such a fun show. Do you think she's gonna divorce him? I don't know. I'm like, At first, I'm thinking, okay, now that she's found out that everybody knows, now everybody knows that they're family, and now everybody knows that Dr. Seo and Dr. Choi are having an affair, making her a fool. I was like, okay, this must be it. She's about to be like, I'm done. I am done. This is the reason I needed to completely walk away and give him a divorce. But then we saw the preview, I think, to episode 11. Dr. Choi, when she goes to confront them, is saying to her, I'll quit if you divorce him. And I'm like, let me get this straight. First, you're going to have an affair with my husband. You have a kid together. And now you're telling me the only way you quit this job is for me giving him a divorce? I'm thinking, even if I really want the divorce, I'd have been like, no, you're not getting one. I am not giving you the satisfaction, right? I thought that was interesting. So it'll be interesting to see what becomes of that. But it was hilarious. That part where he got drunk and he's like, yo, ball. I think it's honey for Korean. I just was dying laughing. He is such a funny actor. Oh my God. Just too much. Just hilarious. Now everybody knows, like we saw. I thought it was interesting, by the way, Dr. Jeong, the girlfriend to the son, when she found out, when she was watching the video on his phone, and she's like, oh no. And then now everybody finds out. And she gets mad at her son. I guess now all of a sudden, like I told you guys, I feel like she's a good girl. Because you could tell all of a sudden it bothered her, like, oh my God, I really treated this woman really bad. And like I said, I think she was always a good girl. It's just that she's a straight shooter, doesn't take nonsense from anybody. And that's probably why she comes off abrasive. But even at the end there, where she's like, clearly you got a lot on your mind. Let's get in this car. Let's go for a drive. And then when she says to her, I know why you're mad. And she's like, oh, you have no idea. She's like, oh, I know why you're mad. Because I bet you want to kill those two. I think she called them bastards. And she was like, what? And that's when it dawned onto her. Everybody knows my husband is having an affair. And I was just like, wow. And then, by the way, Dr. Roy Kim, who we love so much, I loved what he said to her. Stop self-sacrificing yourself. You look pathetic, which was kind of like tough love, right? I was like, oh, that was a little too much. But he was like, come on, how much longer are you going to continue to self-sacrifice? Your son is older. Your daughter is older. They can take care of themselves. Like, now think about yourself, right? And I also appreciate for her realizing, like, I have built this home. This is my work, how do I just quickly walk away? And the advice from the mother, who was like, look, it's not that we loved our husband, especially my generation. We were just there because they were the fathers to our children. Other than that, trust me, it was not that easy. So whatever he is or whatever he's doing, you have to kind of look past because he's the father of your children, which was like an old school advice. I get that. But I bet the mother would still be happy either way, whatever she decides to stay or leave. I feel like her mother is so supportive. She'd just be understanding to that. So that was interesting. And I thought it was interesting that Dr. Seo's mother, her mother-in-law, went and saw the mistress and say, I don't know what you think is going on here, but you need to stop it right now. There is no way I would ever acknowledge that child as my grandchild and you. So I need you to stop it. Which I thought she is, that part where she worked herself so much. She got all stressed out and her stomach is hurting. Her daughter has to bring her to the hospital. And when she goes to the hospital, find out the stress got her getting stomach cramps. And I love what the daughter said to her, like, look, mom, you think I need a father. I don't need a father. You need a husband, okay? So when you come back to your senses, let's move on, okay? I'm fine. I don't need a father. The two of us, we're fine. And I thought, okay, she's selling her stuff. She's going back to the US. So when I saw that next episode where she was like, well, you're gonna have to divorce him for me to quit, I'm like, girl, I thought you were leaving. What is with this competition back again? Like, what is going on here? So I thought that was interesting. And then, like I was saying, Dr. Roy Kim, after he told her, stop being self-sacrificing, and then later comes and talks to her and said, I'm sorry, maybe it was a little bit too harsh. But he does say, please go figure out your obstacles. When you get over those obstacles and you decide you want to move on, I'll be here waiting, right? I'll be here to take that opportunity. And I was like, oh, I hope he does. I really hope they end up together. On the other hand, I don't know if it's gonna go that way, right? I feel like at the end, maybe the most she does is leave him, go live her life. She's an excellent doctor, as we saw. Everybody she touches, it's just magical. The guy with the diabetes foot, she washed his feet. Oh, how touching. The mother who had a baby, how touching was that? Everybody she touches, they all feel so grateful. She's got that, I'm a doctor, but that extra experience, motherly touch that is just fantastic. The other thing I also liked was the son tells the girlfriend, yes, I always tell you, you need to watch how you talk to people. You're a little too harsh. I love that he stood up for his mom. Like, yeah, I always told you to talk nice to people. See, you never knew the person you're talking so mean to was my mom. And the girl was like, clearly you do not know who you're dating, right? You're a little naive, as in like, this is who I am, right? I thought that was interesting that he actually kind of stood up for his mom and kind of like told the taxi guy, drive off, let's go. And then the fight between Dr. Cha's daughter and Choi's daughter, hilarious. So she breaks her arm, and unfortunately that's how she finds out that the whole family knows, and I'm the only one who was the last to find out. It just broke her heart. I thought, oh my gosh, that's what I'm thinking, like, girl, at this point you have nothing to lose. Whatever decision you make, it's good. I just don't feel like she needs to stick around with that jerk of a husband of hers. I mean, he is not nice at all. I feel like she needs to do her own thing. She needs to move on, divorce him. And that building that the mother-in-law put under her, turns out it may be the best thing she ever did, because that old man is trying to get money from her mother-in-law. And I'm glad that that building is under her, because that money would have been gone. Because even the old man goes, you don't have to tell the kids what we do. And I'm like, yeah, be careful. Be very, very careful. Hopefully she's gonna intervene and be like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Anyway, what do you think? Do you think she's gonna divorce and walk away? I'm feeling like she is. But also she's probably gonna not date anybody. Maybe she'll keep Dr. Kim as a close friend, and maybe in the future she can contemplate that. But right now I feel like she's probably gonna do it. Although Dr. Choi is not helping the situation by like, I'm only gonna quit if you divorce him. No, I'm gonna divorce him when I'm good and ready, not because you tell me. I was like, don't even go there, girl. Anyway, let me know in the comment section what you guys thought of episode 9 and 10. Just a fantastic series. Totally love it. Like I said, the comedic, when they were all drunk, hilarious. They're all singing, dancing. That was so much fun. If you do like my video, give me a like, subscribe. It does help support my channel. And I'll see you next week when I'm reviewing episode 11 and 12. Deuces. Happy Mother's Day.